Specifically, there are three basic kinds of projects that organizations are applying, which are compliance, operational, and strategic projects. First one, compliance or emergency project is typically those needed to meet revolutionary conditions required to operate in a region. So they call must-do project. They allow you to do two things: ensure all projects meet a certain standard internally and enable you to meet externally set rules.
For example, imagine that you are working in a company, and your company, a publicly traded company, is required to undergo regular financial audits to ensure that their financial statements are accurate and complete. So a compliance project to conduct a financial audit would involve you testing those organizations' internal controls to ensure that they are effective in preventing and detecting fraud, examining their financial records for any evidence of errors, and preparing an audit report that summarizes the findings of the audit.
Second is operational projects, which are needed to support current operation, to improve the efficiency of system performance and reduce product costs.
For example, imagine you are working in an electronic company and they want to operate more efficiently, so they decide to launch a new product that they have never done before. So to do that, they have to develop a product or service roadmap, design and develop the product, test it, market and promote that product, and provide customer support.
Last but not least, strategic projects are those who directly support the organization's long-run mission. They direct toward increasing revenue or market share.
For example, imagine that your company wants to enter a new international market. A strategic project to do that would involve tasks such as conduct market research, develop a marketing and sales plan, establish a distribution network, obtain the necessary permits and licenses, and comply with local laws and regulations. Moving to phase gate model. It describes a system in which the product development process, from idea generation to market launch, broken into discrete stages, each with defined tasks and prescribed deliverables to ensure that the organization is investing time and resources on worthwhile projects that contribute to its mission and strategy. It divides a project into smaller phases, collecting information, meeting goals, and at the end of each phase, the work is reviewed at a gate day decision point, which can lead to three possible outcomes: go, possible, kill, con, or recycle the reviews and resubmit.
The first gate occurs inside the head of the person who has an idea for the project and must decide whether it is worth investing the time and effort to submit a formal proposal. If the person believes his idea is worthwhile, a project proposal is submitted. At the second gate, people start to scope, budget, work breakdown schedules, communication plans, risk, objective, and resource management. They assess the feasibility of the project and how the project outcome will contribute to the mission, strategy of the firm before making a decision. For example, a man is currently working for the pharmaceutical company in Vietnam, and he come up with an idea to launch a new type of nicotine gum. He researched on the internet and finds the proportion of smokers in Vietnam is relatively high, and he sees that his idea has the potential and is compliant with the company vision and strategy. So he decides to make a proposal and submit to the project manager. In the proposal, information related to the product are presented. The project manager discusses with the group and assesses the feasibility of the project together. They see that this project has a great potential, reasonable cost, and complies with the company mission and strategy, so they decide to continue to the next phase.
With the first gate, it ensures that projects are not only innovative and aligned with organizational goals, but also feasible and appropriate before progressing to the next stages. For the second one, it is critical because it transforms the high-level project idea into a detailed plan. The submission of a comprehensive report or proposal serves as a key milestone, marking the transition from conceptualization to detailed planning in the project lifecycle. After the project proposal is completed, the next phase is screening and selection. Management evaluates how the project results will enhance the organization's mission and strategic goals. What's stretching the answer is like, what strategic objectives does the project address? A second one is, how well does the project fit with other projects? And the final question is whether this project is worthy of more planning. Like as in our case, the company has nicotine nasal spray. Will nicotine gum turn customers away from previous products? Besides that, the company has more important projects for liver health food. Does the company have enough resources to do both projects? If the proposal is approved, the project manager and staff are assigned to develop a more comprehensive implementation plan. The plan now includes detailed information regarding schedule, costs, risk management. Not only is the proposal assessed again in terms of strategic importance, but the implementation plan is scrutinized. The first question is to evaluate whether the plan for research, development, or further sales is feasible. Next question, to evaluate the reliability of forecast and reported numbers. Are there any risks in terms of legal or market? And how much confidence in the plan? If affirmative, the green light is given to launch the project. So, how important of Phase 3 and Phase 4? For Phase 3, the project will be examined and evaluated in a general way. From there, we can come up with a reasonable strategy right from the beginning to avoid doing something that doesn't bring much value. With Phase 4, a comprehensive plan will be developed, and the factors that make the project successful will be considered in detail. This not only helps keep the project from being interrupted due to lack of resources or risks, but also helps managers rely on them to regulate project implementation appropriately.
So next in phase gate 5, the main purpose of progress review is to assess performance and determine what if any adjustments should be made. In some cases, the decision is made to cancel or kill our project due to poor performance or lack of relevancies. So in our case study, we need to answer the question like how many percent of the market do we capture? For example, the functional food market in Vietnam is 1 billion USD, so how much market share will we capture? To examine and next is the project eligible for legal operating license for authority to decide whether to kill or continue the project. In the last phase is project closure. The first deliverable is wrap-up closure activities. That is the major wrap-up task to ensure the project is approved and accepted by the customer. So in our case, we will use survey to measure customer expectation or excited for this project. Next deliverable is project audit, so it provides post-project review of how successful the project was, and this stage includes cash flow analysis and true retrospective that identify lessons learned, and finally the performance evaluation happens to provide important information for the future.
Overall, Phase 5 in the phase gate model serves as a critical juncture for making informed, data-driven decisions about a project's future. By taking time to evaluate progress and make necessary adjustments, organizations can significantly increase their chances of project success and maximize their return on investment. For Phase 6, it ensures proper completion, stakeholder satisfaction, and risk mitigation.